Any appearance?
Yes, my lord. Obuni was there, but he just stepped out.
With greatest respect to my Lord, with utmost humility to my Lord, I am E.A. Ekpa.
E.A.
E.A. Ekpa.
Spell the surname.
E.A. Ekpa.
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 Holding the brief of
Austin Oboni. Of Austin.
for which of the parties?
For the claimant applicant, my lord.
What application do you have with any other appearance?
Wait, please, my lord. Wait, please, my lord.
Yes.
FB Obayori.
FB Obayori.
FB Obayori, my lord.
Very well.
FB Obayori, my lord. Principal level. Principal level.
Kogi State Ministry of Justice.
Yes, my lord. I appear for defendant applicant.
Very well.
My lord, the matter is for adoption. However,
Is for what?
is for adoption of. Is for hearing, my lord.
Is for mention today.
Okay, for mention, my lord.
First time.
However, the counsel to the claimant had a little stomach upset. He just stepped out now to ease himself. He said I should kindly plead with you to stand the matter down for him.
Plead with who?
I should plead with court and counsel to the defendant to stand the matter down for. Okay, my lord, he is there.
Wait, please, my lord.
I'm all ears.
Yes, my lord, the counsel is here.
Lord, I'm very sorry for coming in this.
What application do you have before the court?
It's a summons.
Because Mr. Ekpa that now held your brief said is a claimant applicant. So I thought you filed an application aside your originating process.
No, no, sir, we don't have any other application.
We have an application.
When did you file it?
We filed on the 18th day of October 2021. It's a preliminary objection.
Very well. Mr. Oboni, are you in receipt of this preliminary objection?
Yes, my lord, we have filed our response to it.
Response. When did you file?
On the 18th day of October, sir. On the 18th, we filed on the, Lord, I'm sorry, sir, on the 26th day of October. Twenty-sixth day of October, sir.
Counter affidavit you filed on the 18th of October.
No, sir,
Or
we
is
filed on
is
the
it a different?
26th. The one on the 18th, my lord.
Yes.
Hello, we filed the
Yes,
preliminary
filed.
objection on 18th of October.
Exactly, but there's a
Preliminary
process,
objection on
a
18th of
counter.
October.
Just a moment. There's a counter affidavit filed by deposed to by 1 EFA Monday on the 18th of October. Who filed that?
Which one is it? 18th.
Yes. Mr. Abuni, who filed that?
No, sir, what we filed two. The two process we filed are caption, counter affidavit, and reply on point of law to notice of preliminary objection
When was it filed?
on the 26th of October 2021.
But I can see two processes filed on the 18th of October. That is this week. And the written address in support of the counter affidavit. And it has the stamp of this court as having been received on the 18th of October. Was it Obayori?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, you filed it. It's a counter affidavit to the originating summons, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's also dated 18th.
We did, my lord.
Okay.
It's also dated 18th
Then,
of October.
very well.
Yes.
Then, Mr. Oboni,
Yes, my
you
lord.
filed your counter to the notice of preliminary objection on 26th of October.
Very well, my lord.
Okay. Obayori Esquire, are you in receipt of this counter affidavit?
Yes, my lord. We also filed a reply on point of law. Dated
Okay.
November 2021.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Then let me see. Obayori Esquire, your contention by filing the notice
Yes,
of
my lord.
preliminary objection,
Yes, my
cause
lord.
of it is that, can you hear me?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, the cause of it is that the commencement of this action is wrong.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, on what basis?
My lord, because there are facts that we have placed before my lord in the preliminary objection. And my lord, we have also said that there's no question before my lord calling for another quotation.
Mr. Abuni, there are questions here.
Yes, we responded in our.
You know why I'm asking all these questions? Just
Yes,
so
ma'am.
that if it's something that we can take together with the main suit, we just go ahead
Yes, sir.
and take it together since you have all the processes before the court.
Yes, sir. I equally would have applied that all should be
So
taken
let's take,
together.
Obayori Esquire.
My lord, the point we are
Any
raising here is
objection to
on
that?
the jurisdiction of this
court.
Yes. 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 I've seen that. Mm-hmm. I'm listening. Obayori Esquire, I'm with you. I can't hear you.
The suit is being improperly brought before my.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. I can't hear you. Obayori Esquire.
Okay, so let me use it.
Okay. Okay.
My lord. Is it?
Yes.
My lord, I
Yes.
just said that the case. My lord,
I'm with you.
yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. What the
Mm-hmm.
application is talking about touches on the jurisdiction of this honorable court.
Yes.
That's why we are urging my. That's why we are urging my lord to allow us to go ahead with the preliminary objection before going into the originating summons proper.
The rules of this court allows the court to take it together.
As
And
properly.
I'll consider your objection before going into the main suit. So if at the point of considering your objection, if it is discovered that, or if it is found in your favor, then that ends the matter. But if not, the court will go ahead and consider the merits. So go ahead and take the main out. You can first of all take the disciplinary objection or by your Esquire. Then Mr. Obuni will go on with the main.
Thank you, my lord.
Very well.
My lord, the notice of preliminary objection is dated 18th day of October 2021. My lord.
Very well.
Hello, the notice of preliminary objection, day, my lord. Yes, it's dated 18th.
I can't hear you.
My lord, our prayer, we are praying, my lord, for another of these courts, striking out the suit for being grossly incompetent.
Yes. Go ahead.
And for such circumstance.
Very well.
My lord, the grounds for this application, we have 3 grants, my lord. It's as stated on the face of the application.
Very well.
My lord, we have supported saying with a 6-paragraph affidavit. Deposed by one Ejura Ape, a litigation registrar in the Attorney General's Chamber of Kogi State.
Very well.
My lord, we also attach 4 exhibits, my lord, named exhibit A, B, C, and D to the affidavit. And in compliance with the rules of this court, we have also
Exhibit
attached
1 is what? Exhibit
Exhibit-
1 is what?
Exhibit A. That's the
Yes.
statutory audit report on 21 local government council, local
Very
government
well.
education authority, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy.
Very well.
Yes, my lord.
Exhibit B.
Exhibit B. So Exhibit B, my lord, is a letter of invitation dated 21st July 2020.
Very well.
And Exhibit C, my lord, is a letter dated 10th August 2020. Tag
Very
first
well.
reminder. Yes, my lord. And D is the letter dated 21st August 2020.
Yes.
Add stoppage of salary in respect of Mohammed Onuche.
Yes.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, we attach a written address dated 18th day of October 2021. Urging my lord to hold that this process is improperly brought.
Very well.
Thereby incompetent and must be struck out. My
Very
lord, we are
well.
receipt of the claimant counter affidavit to our application.
Very well.
My lord, we have filed a reply on point of law to the claimant's written address.
When was it filed?
My lord, it was filed on the first day of November 2021.
1st November. Okay, go ahead.
My lord, we humbly adopt same as our argument in support of this application.
Very well.
Thank you, my lord. That's our humble application, my lord.
Very well, Mr. Obuni.
Yes, sir, we, in opposition to the notice of preliminary objection, did file a counter affidavit and a reply on points of law to the said notice of preliminary objection, sir.
Go ahead.
So, sir, the affidavit, the counter affidavit is a 6-paragraph counter affidavit, sir. Deposed to by one Deborah Itubi.
Yes.
A litigation secretary in the law firm handling this matter, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir, we equally have a written address in opposition to the said preliminary objection, sir. The counter affidavit. It is dated the 25th day of October and filed on the 26th day of October 2021.
Go ahead.
Unless I will place reliance on all the paragraphs of the counter affidavit and humbly seek to adopt the reply on point of law, sir.
Very well.
As our submission, sir, in opposing the notice of preliminary objection, in urging the Lord to allow this case to sale wholesale.
Very well.
Yes, sir.
So like
Our argument,
I,
sir,
mm-hmm.
is that there are no issue of facts as far as this case is concerned, sir.
Very well.
It just had to do with a document that was issued to the applicant by the respondent, sir, whether it is
You've
enforceable or
stated
not.
all that in your reply on point of law, right?
Has
Very
court
well, my
placed it?
lord, sir.
So the
They
court
are
will
captured. They are
consider it.
captured. We are briefing, sir. What's the court to
Very
allow
well.
the process to sale, sir?
Very well.
If we
So
proceed
go
to the
ahead
main,
and take the to the main suit.
we are good. We are good to say. My lord, sir, our originating process, sir, is dated the 7th day of October. The 7th day of October 2021. And filed on the 8th day of October 2021.
Very well.
It calls for two issues. Before this one, we look at to determine, sir. Two questions to determine, my lord.
Go ahead.
We only seek to adopt the question as contained on the face of the originating summons, sir. We equally have in support of the application, sir, a 20 paragraphs affidavit deposed to by the applicant himself. We place reliance, sir, on all the depositions as contained on the affidavit.
Very well.
Attached to the affidavit, my lord, sir, are two exhibits marked as Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Those are Exhibit A.
Yes.
Is a document that was issued to the applicant, sir, by the defendant, sir.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Very well, sir.
Yes, Exhibit A. Mm-hmm.
It's a document dated the 8th day of January 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Issued to the defendant, to the claimant by the defendant, sir.
Yes.
Approving his retirement, sir, and stating his dues, sir, his entitlement, sir.
Very well.
Which we are arguing, sir, that it qualifies as an instrument, sir. Exhibit B, sir, is another document issued.
Mr. Oboni.
Yes, my lord.
This your Exhibit B is not too clear. If you have a clean copy, forward it to the court, especially as regards the figures: gratuity payable, pension payable, I can
It's
see
okay.
12957.294.08.
Yes,
If you have
madam.
a clearer copy, send it. Then
I'll
three,
produce.
four. So produce a
I'll
clearer
produce the
copy,
original,
please.
sir.
Very well.
I will ensure that I hand the
And
original over to the registrar, sir.
yes, Obayori Esquire,
Yes, my lord.
you have a clearer copy.
This is the same.
It's the same thing, my lord. It's not
Okay.
clear.
So you can give a copy to Obayori Esquire as well.
Let's go, please.
Go ahead.
Sir, we humbly seek to place reliance on the exhibits, my lord, sir. Sir, we equally have a written address in support of this application, sir. It is dated the 4th day of October 2021. 4th day of October 2021. We seek to adopt same, sir, as our argument in support of this application, sir.
Very well.
Lord, we equally have a further and better affidavit in support of the same application, sir.
When was it filed?
It's filed on the 26th day of October 2021. 26.
Yes, go ahead.
Same paragraph. Supposed to by the applicant.
Mr. Oboni, unmute yourself, unmute your system.
Very well, I'm grateful, sir. No, sir,
Very well.
it is a 16 paragraph affidavit deposed to by the applicant, the claimant applicant himself.
Yes.
We place reliance on all the facts, sir. As they are the germane facts in this matter, sir. They don't call for elucidation, sir. We are grateful, sir. We equally have a written address, sir. When we seek to adopt same, sir, as our submission in support of this application, sir.
Very well.
Lord, you may Lord, sir, to grant the prayers of the claimant, sir. Answer the question in affirmative, sir, and grant the application, sir. We are grateful, sir.
Very well. Obayori Esquire.
Yes, my lord.
Go ahead.
My lord, we'll find the counter affidavit for the originating sum.
Filed it when on the 18th? When was it filed?
18th.
My lord.
When was it filed?
My lord, it was filed on the 18th day of October.
Very well.
18th day of October 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It is deposed to by 1 egg per Monday.
This meeting is being recorded.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
My lord, is deposed to by 1 egg per Monday.
Go on. That's
Yes, my lord.
taken.
Yes, my lord.
Go ahead.
It's a director of forensic and investigation of the corporate audit generals for local government office.
Yes.
My lord, it's a 20 paragraph counter.
Mm-hmm.
My lord, we place every reliance on all the environments. Also attach, my lord, exhibit A, B, C, D. D.
Exhibit.
My lord, there are 4 exhibits attached.
Just a minute. The exhibits you have on record, or that I have on record, are the only exhibits you attached to the notice of preliminary objection. None was attached to your counter affidavit. What I have is, just a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you attach it after the written address.
Sorry, my lord.
Very well.
Yes, ma'am.
So go on.
My lord, attached to this
The same exhibit, just a minute, the same exhibit you attached to the notice of preliminary objection. Are they the same?
Yes, my lord.
Exhibit A to D.
To D, my lord.
Are they exhibit A to D?
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Go ahead.
Yes, my lord, we rely on same. And we also attach a written address. The written address is dated 18th day of October 2021. With the kind permission of my lord, we adopt same as our argument in opposition to this originating summons.
Very well.
We pray, my lord, to hold that the claimant is not entitled to the relief sought in this case, and we urge my lord to dismiss the originating summons.
Very well. Court registrar.
Yes, my lord.
9th of February. February 9th for judgment. Case adjourned to 9th, the 9th of February 2022 for judgment.
As the court pleases, we are grateful.
Call the next case.
NICN LKJ 10 2019 between Blessing Ikabu and 1 Kogi State, 2 Attorney General of Kogi State, 3 Kogi State Local Government Service Commission, 4 of Local Government Council. Parties are absent.
Appearances.
Greatest respect to my noble lord. I am E.A. Ekpa.
E.A. Ekpa.
Yes, my lord. My humble appearance for the claimant.
Any other appearance?
Yes, my lord.
Unmute yourself. Unmute your system. You are muted. Yes.
Lord, I'm
Go ahead.
M.A.
Okpanachi.
Opanashi.
Yes. You are for who? Sorry?
Assistant Director, my
Assistant Director.
Kogi State Minister of Defense, for all the defense.
Assistant Director of what?
Public prosecution, my Lord.
Assistant Director of Public Prosecution.
My Lord, I appear for all the
All the defendants.
all the defendants, my Lord.
Yes. How far have you gone with settlement?
My lord, it seems we could not meet to have this matter settled at this point.
You couldn't resolve the matter amicably.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Ekpa.
Yes, my lord.
What happened?
My lord, we have waited to see how we meet, but no, so far from their end. I fully discussed with learned counsel defendant this morning, and we've now not been able to have any concrete discussion over this.
Mr. Fanachi.
Yes, my Lord. Lord, as it is, frankly speaking, we've not had any formal invitation from claimant counsel.
Who initiated this process? I mean, who initiated the amicable settlement process?
It is the claimant, my Lord.
My lord, may we be guided by the record of my lord.
Well, Mr. Ekpa, on the 19th of November 2020, you informed the court the date fixed for the hearing of the case. You said the matter is for definite hearing, but you are trying to resolve the case amicably. And then Mr. Yaya, who represented the defendant, said, he confirmed that. And the court then urged you to go and resolve the matter and report to court.
Very well, my lord.
And you've not come to court until today. So you initiated the process and you didn't do anything about it.
My lord, we sincerely apologize. Just that in between, another counsel, Mr. Fanatic, came into the matter, and the communication gap was brief.
What do you want the court to do in the circumstance?
My Lord, I think Mr. Panachi is easy to be approached, and I don't know if my Lord can speak the
Unmute your phone. Unmute your phone. Unmute. Yes. You said what?
My Lord, Mr. Panachi is approachable this morning. I don't know if my Lord can still grant us one adjournment so that we can
But you
commence.
had already informed the court that you no longer intend to proceed with amicable settlement. That's what I heard you say. And I've actually recorded you for saying that.
My Lord, we are sorry. I don't know if my Lord can.
Well, it's your case. If you know that you still want to pursue the amicable settlement process, then I will allow you go on with it.
Okay, we are talking right now, and by the grace of God, at the next adjournment, we come with a better outcome of our meeting. And we are assuring the court that we'll have a meeting. The council will meet this morning.
Court registrar, what date?
24th January.
Would you have resolved this matter by then?
By the grace of God, my Lord.
Don't go back to sleep. If not, by the next adjournment, I'm going to either ask you to proceed with your case or strike it out.
As God pleases.
What day did you say again?
24th January 2022.
24.
My Lord, it's been Saturday.
Is what? January 24.
Yes, my Lord.
It's a Monday.
As God please.
Parties are given another opportunity to resolve this matter amicable and report back to court on the 24th of January 2021. 2022, failing which the case is to proceed to trial.
As God pleases. Lord, we are most grateful.
Call the next case.
NICN LKJ 23M 2020 between Mr. Odoma David Abu and 1 Kogi State College of Education. 2 Mr. DJ Okai, Registrar, Kogi State College of Education, Ankpa. 3 Mr. Alphonsus Ogu, Legal Officer, Kogi State College of Education, Ankpa. 4 Chairman and members, Kogi State College of Education Governing Council. Parties are absent.
Appearances.
With utmost respect to my Lord, I am G.R. Ochole. I appear for the judgment creditor respondent. My Lord, the judgment debtors applicants filed a motion.
When? Is there any other appearance? They are
No
not in
appearance,
court.
my Lord, on their part, sir. Seems they have abandoned the motion.
With due respect, my lord, my name is P.E. Osai, Mrs.
P.E.
Osai, O-X-X-A-I, Mrs. I appear with J.O. Ame.
Where's J.O. Ame? For
the judgment debtor applicants, my lord.
Very well.
My lord, we have filed a motion. We have an application before my lord.
When was it filed?
It's dated 24th day of August 2020 and filed on same day, my lord.
24th of August.
Yes, my lord, 2020.
Okay.
My lord, with the permission and covenant of my lord, we want to move our motion, my lord.
Mr. Ocholi, are you in receipt of this?
We're in receipt of it and we filed the counter affidavit.
So it's right for hearing. Osai Esquire, are you in receipt of the counter affidavit filed by the respondent?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord, we are in receipt of the counter affidavit.
Very well. So go ahead and move your application.
Yes, my lord, my motion is both pursuant to the rules of this honorable court, my lord. We are praying for an order of staying the execution of the judgment delivered by this honorable court.
What are the rules of this court under which you are bringing the application?
We are bringing it under order 64 rule 8, 1, sub rule 1 and 4 of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria Civil Procedure Rules 2017, my lord, and section 36(1) of the 1999 Constitution as amended and under the inherent jurisdiction of this honorable court. My lord, we are praying for an order of staying the execution of the judgment delivered by this honorable court on the 2nd July 2020, pending the determination of the appeal filed by the applicant against the decision, against the said judgment at the Court of Appeal, Abuja, and an order of injunction pending appeal, restraining the respondent from taking steps towards executing the said judgment, my lord, delivered on the 2nd day of July, pending the hearing of the appeal filed by the applicant, my lord. And the third prayer is the omnibus prayer. We have 2 grounds of application, my lord. Our motion is also supported by 2 grounds upon which this application is brought, my lord. Our motion, my lord, is supported by 10-paragraph affidavit deposed to by one Selina Muse, Mrs. You rely on all the paragraphs of the affidavit, my lord. Paragraph 4A to H, particularly paragraph 4A to H, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the affidavit. Attached to our affidavit, my lord, are 2 exhibits, exhibit A and B. Our exhibit is receipt of filing of the notice of appeal, the notice of appeal, an application for compilation and transmission of the record of the record of proceedings, my lord, to the Court of Appeal. We also have an affidavit of urgency, my lord, deposed to by the same Selina Amuze, Mrs. It is a 7-paragraph affidavit of urgency and rely on all the paragraphs, particularly 4A to E. Lord, in compliance with the rules of this court, we have filed a written address, my lord, and we wish to adopt same, my lord, as our oral argument. Our oral argument in support of our motion, my lord. My lord, the respondent, the judgment creditor, they were receipt of their counter.
How many? Just
We
a
have
minute.
two exhibits, A and B.
Okay.
Yes, my lord, we are receipt of their counter affidavit, my lord. The respondent, the receipt of their counter affidavit in opposition to our application. They have filed 2 counter affidavits in opposition to application, my lord. We urge, my lord, to discountenance all the averments deposed to in the 2 counter affidavit, my lord, as the averments have not challenged any of our averment in our affidavit, my lord.
Very well.
And we urge, my lord, to grant our application, my lord, and we move in terms of the motion paper. We are most obliged.
Did you file, you said you filed, did you file a reply?
No, my lord, did not
the
find a reply
counter.
of point of law,
Okay.
my lord.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Mr.
Yes, my lord.
Shelley, go ahead.
Yes, my lord. My lord, upon receipt of their motion and their affidavit in support, we filed a 4-paragraph counter affidavit in opposition to the affidavit in support of motion.
When was it filed?
It was filed on the 14th day of September 2020. We also filed another counter affidavit in opposition to their affidavit of urgency, sir. It is dated the 14th day of September 2020. My lord, there is a written address in support of our counter affidavits in compliance with the rules of this court. And one annexure attached to our counter affidavits.
What document is that?
That is the judgment entered in favor of the judgment creditor respondent, sir.
Okay.
Containing the orders of this court, orders 4 to 9 made by this court, which they didn't attach to their motion. My lord, we place reliance on all paragraphs of our counter affidavits in urging this court to refuse the applicant's motion.
I'm trying to cite the
Exhibit.
judgment. Yes.
It's the document that has several stamps on it.
I can only see the affidavit, counter affidavit, and the 2 counter affidavits and your written address.
My lord, the document I'm referring to comes immediately after both counter affidavit.
Not here. Not in this file.
As God pleases.
What I have immediately after the two counters is a written address.
My Lord, it was attached. I'm surprised it's not in my Lord's copy.
What page of the process is filed is it?
My Lord, is the judgment of this court delivered
I
in
know,
favor?
but I can't find it. You said you attached
Yes, my
that
Lord, we
to
did
your
attach.
counter affidavit. I can't find
Yes,
it on record here.
immediately after the receipt of payment for MBA seal comes the document I'm referring to. It is the last.
Court registrar, do you have a copy of that process with you? Because I have the counter affidavit to the motion on notice filed on 14th of September 2020. Then they are paginated. I have,
Yes, my Lord.
yes, I have, it's up to paragraph 4. Then the counter affidavit, it gives the affidavit of urgency, pages 1, 2, 3. Then I have your written address, pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have the Access Bank
receipt
evidence of payment, and I have receipts. That's all.
As God pleases.
That's all. I don't have the attached judgment.
So I will make a copy available to the registrar because we did attach it to all the processes.
Very well.
As God pleases. My Lord, we place reliance on all paragraphs of our counter affidavits in urging this court to refuse the applicant's application. My Lord, we also adopt our written address as our argument in this application, sir, in urging this court to refuse the applicant's prayer, sir.
Very well.
As a victorious party is due the fruits of his victory, sir. This is most especially as the fruits of the victory are not perishable commodities, sir. It is a specified sum of money which the respondent can easily refund as stated in our counter affidavit, sir.
If I may ask, Osai Esquire, this application was filed since August 2020, more than a year ago. What steps have you taken aside the fact that you filed a notice of appeal?
My Lord, we have compiled.
What have you done? Have you transmitted the record? Why didn't you file a further? Why didn't you file an affidavit fact stating all that? Have you transmitted record to the Court of Appeal?
Yes, Melo, we have transmitted that to the Court of Appeal. Maybe it's an
Is the Court of Appeal sees of this attach all that, or filed an affidavit of fact attaching all those documents for the fact, because that's the requirement of the rules of this court under which you are bringing this application. So you are required to fulfill the condition precedent.
My Lord, they have not served us with any records whatsoever. They have also not brought a further and better affidavit in counter to what we have stated in our counter affidavit, sir.
Just a minute. Were you invited for the compilation of the record of the?
I was never invited. my Lord, were
Very
never
well.
invited. As a matter of fact, their exhibit A and B were not served on us in their original, sir. The first
Lord,
we're
we
seeing of them were the attachment that were made to their motion, sir. We never
Lord, we
served
have,
the notice of
compiled
appeal.
our record, my Lord. We have even transmitted at the court of appeal. I'm surprised Counsel is saying he has not seen that. We are in
They
Abuja.
cannot transmit without service, my Lord. They can't
But you
transmit.
can't do that without just a minute or Expire. You can't compare record without the other party.
Yes.
You
We
can't.
have a lawyer in Lokoja that normally
That's
does.
procedure.
As court places.
You,
My Lord,
you
Order
did
2
what?
Rules 1A and 2 of the Court of Appeal Rules 2016 makes a service compulsory, sir, which they have not done.
I'm not even talking about the Court of Appeal. I'm only concerned with the rules of this court and Order 64, under which this application is brought, has certain requirements for which the applicant is supposed to have fulfilled. So that's why I'm asking all these questions, because I can't find anything on record aside the notice of appeal filed. That's all.
My Lord, the
compilation was done at the court in Lokoja, and we have a lawyer we
Well,
normally.
excuse me, let me go on and rule on this. Let me rule on this application. You are murmuring though, Mr. Osai, Mr. Osai Esquire.
I'm sorry, my Lord.
Very well. Whose phone is that? When you are before the court, you switch off your phones or you put on a silent.
Scott, this is my lord.
Please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Mute your phone. Mute your phone. Mute your phone. Osai Esquire. Mute your system. The system, whether it is a laptop, tablets that you're using. Osai Esquire.
Yes, my lord.
Mute yourself.
I've muted it, my lord.
You just did.
Yes, my lord.
The ruling of the court. I've perused the application filed by the judgment debtor applicant as well as the affidavit of urgency, counter affidavit, and counter affidavit of urgency, as well as all the written addresses filed by both counsels. I have equally listened to both learned counsel in the arguments for and against this application. The cost of this application is seeking for an order of stay of execution of the judgment of this court delivered on the 22nd of July 2020, a copy of which was not attached by the applicant to its application, and also seeking for an injunction restraining the judgment creditor from taking any step towards the execution of the judgment. An application brought pursuant to Order 64 of the rules of this court requires the applicant to fulfill certain conditions precedent for the court to consider in exercising its discretion in its favor. The applicant in this case has failed woefully in fulfilling major parts of the requirements, which are to pay for a payment of the requisite fees, settlement of record, compilation of record and transmitting of same to the Court of Appeal. The applicant is equally required to attach a copy of the judgment to its application. This is an equitable relief, and the law is right that equity aid the vigilant and not an indolent. The applicant who has filed this application since 2020, more than a year ago, has failed to exercise due diligence in prosecuting any appeal, if there is any at all. If it is, there is no evidence on record to convince the court that it has even sought for and obtained leave of the Court of Appeal to appeal against the decision of this court. We have since failed to take any positive steps in that regard. As it were, there is no pending appeal at the Court of Appeal against the decision of this court delivered on the 2nd of July 2020. It is in my firm view that the applicant has not shown any special exceptional circumstance to warrant the grant of this application. The law is that a judgment creditor is entitled to reap of the fruit of his judgment, and this court cannot restrain him from doing so. It is in the light of all status supra that I refuse this application and thus strike it out with cost of 20,000 naira, which is to be paid to the judgment creditor respondent together with the judgment sum forthwith. Ruling is entered accordingly. Very well. Call the next case.
NICN LKJ 04-2018 between Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria and 18 others versus National Union of Road Transport Workers and 10 others. All the parties are absent, my lord.
Appearances. Appearances. Neil, if you're in this matter, unmute yourself. If you're talking to the court, unmute yourself. Any appearance?
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, go ahead.
With respect to this honorable court.
Yes.
Suleiman Haliru.
You're for who?
Appearing for the claimant.
Any other appearance?
I wouldn't know, my lord, but
No, just a moment. Just a moment. Court registrar, which case did you call?
Number 4, my lord.
Number 4 is what?
2018.
04/2018. Do you have it
Yes,
here?
my lord.
Parties in court, you said they are not.
No, my
Parties absent. Appearances. Mr. Suleiman Haliru
Yes, my lord.
for the claimant.
As court pleases.
Any other appearance?
The defendant has become absent. I don't know the reason for that.
They are not in court.
Yes, the defendant is not in court. Neither is their counsel in court.
Very well, Mr. Haliru. The matter is for adoption of final address.
As court pleases. That's the stage.
Have you filed?
No, we haven't filed. Ordinarily, the defendant are supposed to file first. So we
And they have
haven't.
not filed.
Yes, they haven't done it.
So after waiting for how many months now? You were supposed to have adopted since December 2020. And when you waited after 21 days, 21 days within which the defendants were supposed to have filed and they didn't file, why didn't you go ahead and file? Why should you wait for almost 1 year now?
We are waiting for the.
So how many months do you want to wait for them?
No,
you want to wait for them for 12 months?
No, my lord.
You have what?
Formally, to foreclose the defendant in order for us to file our address.
When did you file this process?
We haven't filed the process.
Who haven't filed?
Sir?
Who hasn't filed? You said they haven't. Who?
The defendant haven't filed their address. We have a oral application for this honorable court to foreclose them.
Yes.
For us.
Oral application. So wait, you have not filed anything and you are now asking the court to allow you to ask that they should be foreclosed when you haven't even taken any steps. I have just said in the ruling now that equity can only aid the vigilant, not an indolent party.
As court, please,
you waited for almost exactly 11 months today for you to come back to court and you are telling the court that you want to make an oral application to foreclose the defendant so you can file.
As court, please, we take the hint of the court. I'm so sorry, sir.
What hint have you taken?
Sir?
I give you 24 hours to file your final written address. 24 hours. Court registrar.
Yes,
Court registrar. Did you serve hearing notice on the defendant?
Yes.
You have a proven file?
Yes. It's in the file.
When did you serve the hearing notice on the defendant?
It was on the 1st of November. Through email, man.
What is the email address of the defendant?
M-Y.
You said it's what?
Abdullahi and Paul at yahoo.com. That's the email.
Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Haliru, like I said, 24 hours to file your final address. To file the
Ascot, please.
claimant's final written address.
Ascot, please.
And serve an advance copy on the defendant. What date for adoption, or you write a simple letter? Write a simple letter adopting your final written address when you file. Serve an advance copy on the defendant. Mr. Haliru.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Haliru.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Haliru. I said, pursuant to the 10 of the practice direction of the score 2020, you can write a letter adopting your final address.
Ascot.
So write a simple letter when you are filing your final written address, adopting it. And
Ascot.
advance copies of both your final address and the letter on the defendant.
Ascot, please. Most grateful, sir.
Call the next day, the next case.
LKG 2020 between Andrew Mayanga and one Payment Age Consulting Limited, Unit Bank PLC. Parties are absent.
Appearances. Appearances. Any appearance? Any representation? No.
No.
And any letter?
No letter, my lord.
Give me a date.
Morning, the claimant comes to confirm whether we are sitting. Inform him we are sitting, the name of them is here.
What did you say? I can't hear you, court registrar.
The claimant called earlier to confirm whether there will be sitting due to judges' conference. He was informed that we will see sitting. The none of them came.
And what did you tell him?
Now there will be sitting, my lord.
Okay, so what date?
26th January.
Case adjourned to 26/1/2022 for definite hearing. Hearing notices to be served on the party profiles.
Ask up, please.
For the next case.
NICN LKJ 02/2021 between Godwin Ojochibe Anene 2 Egwaba Godwin 3 Egwaba Anthony and 1 Kogi State Government 2 Ibadan Local Government Area 3 Kogi State Universal Basic Education Board 4 Kogi State Local Government Service Commission 5 Kogi State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. First and second claimants are in court.
Who and who? Who and who?
First and second claimants are in court. Third absent. Defendants are also absent.
The third claimant absent.
Yes.
And the defendant
Absent.
Appearances.
You please, my lord. Name is Austin Oboni. I'm here for all the claimants.
Any other appearance? Any other appearance?
Yes, my lord. M.A. Opanashi. M.A. Opanashi. Assistant Director of Public Prosecution. My appearance, my lord, is for the defendant applicants. Defendants applicants.
Very well. Which application, what application do you have before the court?
It's an application for extension of time within which to file defenses, statement of defense of the defendants.
Mr. Oboni, are you in receipt of this application? Sorry?
We are receipt.
Any objection?
No.
Move in terms of the application.
I'm very grateful, my lord. Lord, our motion is dated the 9th day of November 2021. Filed on the 11th day of November 2021.
Order is afraid.
Let's go, please.
Let's go,
I'm
please.
grateful.
Hello, sir. We have agreed to address court on records. First one to.
So, go ahead.
I'm grateful, sir. We have agreed to address the court on records, sir. First one to order that of the rules of the record, sir. I humbly apply that I be allowed to file my address first.
Mr. Okpanachi?
My Lord, we have no objection.
Mr. Okpanachi?
We have no objection, my Lord. No objection, my Lord.
We also consent to the argument on record procedure pursuant to Order 38. Very well.
Very well, my Lord. No objection, sir.
Parties are to, well, sorry, leave is granted to parties to argue their, their argument on record pursuant to Order 38 through 33 of NIC and Rules 2017. Consequent upon which the claimant will first file their final written addresses within 21 days from today, serve advance copy on the defendant who will equally file. You want 14 days? You want to file within 14 days? You want to file within 14 days? Okay, Mr. Okpanachi, would you want to take the whole of your 21 days? Mr. Okpanachi? Mr. Okpanachi, can you hear me?
Yes, my Lord.
Yes.
Sorry, my Lord.
Mr. Boni said he would file within 14 days. So I'm asking if you're going to file within your own 21 days.
No, 14 days will be appropriate by us, sir, upon service. 14 days.
Okay. So that will be 28 days. And Mr. Boni, you have a right of reply or point of law within 7 days. So 28 for 7, that's 35 days. Court registrar, 35 days from today is what date?
December. 35 days, 30 days, 17th of December, 17th of December.
What date? What date? What date, court registrar? Unmute yourself. 20.
2021.
20 what?
25.
Of December 2021. Parties are also encouraged to write a simple letter adopting your final written addresses. When you file, write a letter adopting it. This is in consonance to Order 10 of the practice direction of this Court 2020. So you don't need to come back physically to court to adopt your final addresses. So you can just write a letter when you are filing your final written address. Final written address, you do the same. And then the court will communicate the judgment date to both parties. But both final written addresses has to come in on or before the 21st of December 2021. The registry is open. Even if the court is on vacation, the registry is open. So you can file and write a letter adopting same. Call the next case.
LKJ 33, 2020, between Suleiman Dadao and 1. Kogi State Polytechnic, 2. Kogi State Government. Claimant is in court, my lord. Defendant absent.
Appearances.
With profound respect to your lordship, I'm B.M. Musa. My lord, I love the appearance for the claimant.
Any other appearance?
Wait, please, my lord. FB Obayori.
Your initials, is it S or F?
Yes, my lord.
Florence.
Yes, my lord.
Very well.
FB Obayori.
Principal Legal Officer.
Yes, my lord.
For GMOJ.
Yes, Kogi State.
For the defendant. Very well. Unmute your phone. What application do you have before the court?
My lord, we have a notice of preliminary objection.
Filed when?
And it was filed on 28th January 2021.
At the last sitting, the court directed the claimant to file a response to the notice of preliminary objection. Mr. Musa, have you done so?
Yes, my lord.
You have served advance copy on Mr. Obayori Esquire.
We have served them.
Obayori Esquire, are you in receipt of the response of the claimant?
Yes, my lord, we are in receipt of it. And we have also filed a reply on point of law to the said country.
Very well. When did you file a reply on point of law?
And then we filed on 1st November 2021.
Okay. Mr. Musa, are you in receipt of a reply on point of law filed by the defendant?
Very well.
Okay. So let's take the notice of preliminary objection. The matter is actually slated for definite hearing, right?
Yes, my lord.
So let's take the notice of preliminary objection, and then you will call in your witness. Yes, your witness. So let's go ahead. Obayori Esquire.
Thank you, my lord. It is dated 25th day of January 2021. Dated 25th day of January 2021.
And filed?
And filed on 28th day of January 2021. My lord, it is paid for the following order.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
My lord, there are three orders. One, another of this honorable court striking out suit number NICN LKJ.
Taken as read.
As court, please. My lord, we have 5 grants for this application. Same is on the face of the application, my lord.
Very well.
In support of our notice of preliminary objection, we have filed a 6-paragraph affidavit. My lord, it is deposed by one Ejura Ape, a litigation registrar in the Honorable General's Chamber, Lokoja of Kogi State.
Yes.
My lord, we place reliance on all the averments and in compliance with the rules of the court, we have filed a written address dated 26 January 2021. We humbly apply to adopt same as our argument in support of this application. My lord, we are in receipt of the counter affidavit filed by the My lord, we are in receipt of the counter affidavit filed by the claimant, and in response, my lord, we have filed a reply on point of law. Same is dated 1st November 2021. We also adopted as our argument in support of our application, urging this court we are urging this honorable court to hold that this suit is incompetent and should be struck out, my lord.
Very well.
That's our humble application.
Very well. Mr. Musa.
Yes, my lord. My lord, in response to the preliminary objection filed by the defendant, we have filed a counter affidavit, a 5-paragraph counter affidavit deposed to by the claimant respondent.
When was it filed? When was it filed?
It was filed on the 22nd day of October, 2021.
Very well.
Yes, ma'am. Although we rely on governments contain the said contact. Also, we also filed a written submission argument in support of our response against the preliminary objection, which is dated also the 22nd day of October, 2021.
Very well.
We are adopting as an argument in opposition to the preliminary objection. Why we urge the to dismiss the objections raised by the claimant, by the defendant in this case, as same is brought malafide.
Very well.
In order to handle the court.
Very well.
Yes,
very well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The court to rule on this application together with the main suit.
As
the judgment.
As court.
Mr. Musa,
Yes,
call your
ma'am.
witness.
As court, please.
I, the thou. Swear in the name of Almighty God, Allah. Swear in the name of Almighty God, Allah. Sorry. I, Suleiman. I, Suleiman. Swear in the name of Almighty Allah. Swear in the name of Almighty Allah. That the evidence I shall give. That the evidence I shall give. In this case shall be the truth. Shall be in this case shall be the truth. The whole truth. Whole truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me. Help me, Allah. My Lord, who is the Holy?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Musa. Mr. Musa.
Yes, Lord.
Go ahead.
My name is Iman Dardao.
I don't need that. I don't need that. He has said that in his sworn deposition. So go straight to the sworn deposition.
Oh, very well, Lord. Do you remember written?
Divisional registrar. If you are hearing me, you need to do something about the echo in the courtroom. If it repeats itself, I'm no longer going to sit.
We are sorry, my lord.
Because, I mean, the echo is still persisting at each point in time. And it wasn't like this before this new legal year. You need to find out.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord, we will do that, my lord.
And make appropriate repairs.
Yes, my lord.
Very well. So go ahead, Musa Esquire.
Do you remember making a written statement on oath before the registry of this honorary court on the 18th day of November?
Yes. Yes.
You are going to take statement on oath evidence in this case.
Yes.
Is that the only deposition he made?
Do you also remember making an additional statement oath before the registry of this court on the 22nd day of October?
Yes, I do remember.
22nd of what?
22nd day of October 2021.
Which?
Additional claimant additional statement on oath. Was made on the 22nd day of October 2021.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Do you adopt the statement on oath as the additional evidence before?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. In paragraph.
Do you have
5,
documents you intend to tender through this witness?
Yes.
Mr. Musa, wait.
We have
Do
documents.
you have documents you intend? Did you file a list of documents?
We
Did you
filed.
file a list of documents?
We did file.
Very well. And yes, said, have you arranged them as listed on the list of documents?
Yes,
Mr. Musa
Lord.
Obayori Esquire.
Yes, my lord.
Did you file any schedule rejecting to or evincing the reject to any of the documents?
No, my lord.
So you'd have no objection to any of the documents?
My lord, so the document on the list of documents.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes, my lord. So those documents dated the 17th day of December 2020. We don't have any objection, my lord. They are listed 1 to 7.
Okay. So Mr. Musa.
Yes, my lord.
Go through the list of documents and tell me the documents you have there. Tell me the documents you have there.
Very well, my lord. My lord, we have number 1, letter offer of appointment letter, dated the 5th day of May 2014. Also, we also have number 2 is the document titled Notification of Promotion, dated the 13th day of November 2017.
Next.
The third one is the dismissal letter.
Yes.
And the fourth one is confirmation of appointment letter. The fifth letter is a letter to the government council of the first defendant. The sixth letter is suspension letter, dated 31st day of July 2019. While the seventh letter is the query letter to the claimant, dated the 8th day of July 2019.
So go ahead and tender them.
Of copy. We actually made additional in our reply pleading.
Okay. Your reply.
Now reply pleading.
Did you file additional list of documents?
No,
Did
my
you
lord.
file additional list of documents?
No, my lord.
Obayori Esquire.
Yes, my lord.
Do you have any objection to the additional documents?
My lord, I'm
Do
trying
you
to
have
look
any
at the
objection? Okay.
My lord, I will be objecting to some of this.
Which one? Go ahead, Obayori.
My Lord.
Sorry? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My Lord, if they give me the document to find it.
Okay, Learning Council to the claimant. The additional
Hello.
Musa,
Yes, my Lord.
the additional documents.
Yes, my Lord.
Do you want the witness to identify them, since Learning Council is intends to object to some of them?
Oh, very well, my Lord.
Or you will tender them from the bar?
They are not exactly the documents the defendant.
I can't hear you.
My Lord, I think they are actually not contentious documents. The documents the defendant ought to have. But if they want to, I'll just ask the claimant to identify them.
Ask the witness, yes, ask the claimant to do that.
Ask her, please.
Sorry, my Lord.
Yes.
My Lord, we don't intend to waste the time of the court. Will not be objecting. Will not be objecting.
Very well. So tell me the additional documents. Go ahead, Musa Esquire.
No. First document.
Is what?
Is document to act of market expenses.
Is it the handwritten document? You put A. Is it the appendix A?
Yes.
Then number 2 is what? Appendix B.
Appendix B is
Appendix B. Then appendix C. Appendix C, I can't make anything out of appendix C. What is this one?
Appendix C. They are together. They are together with B.
It's what?
Appendix C is together with appendix B.
Okay. Then appendix, which one is this? Data 23rd of March.
Appendix D.
D.
Appendix D. Appendix D is a letter headed civil service to confirm or take all certificate for legal and disciplinary. Third document dated 23rd of March 2020.
How many more documents are you tendering together with the additional one? Well, I mean, with the first set? Court registrar, clarify. Look at all the documents. How many are they? The first tranche has 7. How many are the second, the additional ones?
All. Then he's not on his own. It's on his own. That one is join with this one. Yes.
Court registrar, are they all clear copies, clean copies, original?
No, you have the original. You have the original copies there.
Are they clean copies?
Yes, my lord, that was the ground of objection we wanted to raise. I wanted them to give us the original.
How about the offer of appointment? Mr. Musa, letter of appointment.
The document in our original. We have.
And I will be objecting.
Learned Counsel, I'm asking you. No, I'm asking Mr. Musa, are they all original? And if they are not, which ones are not original?
The earliest one the additional slide, they are all from.
So how many are they in all? Obayori Esquire, you can address the court. You can address the court as to way to attach to any of them in your final written address. So bring in all the documents. Court registrar, how many of them in total?
My lord, he's not doing it all. He's arranging them.
It's not. This is a communication that is
Mr. Musa, you know that this is a virtual trial.
I'm sorry.
And it's your responsibility to have arranged the documents as listed, arrange them properly. If you need to staple any together, if they are together, staple them together before tendering them.
Very well.
For court registrar, do you have them now?
Yes, my lord.
How many?
18.
18.
Yes, my lord.
All the documents sought to be tendered, admitted in evidence and matters as with S to S17. S as in Suleiman. S to S17. Suleiman, S.
No, it's F. F. F.
Just a minute. Look at the chart. Look at the chart. S. S to S17. Have you seen it? Look at the chart. S to S17.
S to S17.
So you start numbering, you start marking them with the list of documents. You start with the letter of offer as listed, and then those additional documents, because counsel didn't file a list, you mark them as front loaded. Is that clear? Lokaja?
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Mr. Musa, any other thing?
No, my lord. What do you want the court to do?
I want the court to make justice to this very matter and restore my job back to me.
For examination,
Oh, my Lord. Yes, Mr. Imam.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your highest qualification?
Bachelor degree in sociology.
Go ahead.
Yes, what is your position in the Kogi State Police?
Assistant registrar.
Assistant registrar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as an assistant registrar, your duty and function in the institution.
Learned counsel, why don't you go straight to the issues in contention and not bit about the pushing view of the proceeding, a virtual proceeding? Go straight to those contentious issues and unmute yourself, please. Mm-hmm.
My Lord, that's where we're going to, my Lord.
Go there, please.
Yes, please tell us your duties and function.
I was vested with responsibility of carrying out matters that affect staff that were affected by screening as at that time, as well as correspondences. I was vested with the responsibility of carrying out matters on staffers that were affected by screening and any other correspondence as directed, especially in the course of writing mails to some of the staffs that were wrongly or given a forged certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Suleiman, remember you are on oath before this court.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What is your schedule of duty?
I've told you, I was vested with the responsibility of carrying out matters that were affected by screening, staff that were affected by screening. In addition to it, again, there were students, outgone students whose names were published in the national daily.
You say it's your duty to do what?
My responsibility is to attend to staffs that were affected by screening. Secondly, there were students, outgone students, whose names were published in the national dailies to have forged certificates. The list was handed to me for verification and further scrutiny.
Okay. Those are your duties as assistant registrar.
Yes.
So tell this girl, how does file get to you from your superior for you to work on? How does file get to you?
There are two clerical officers who are.
How does file get to you from your superior? From your superior, how does file get to you?
My superior minutes to me. When he minutes to me, then two clerical officers in charge of dispatch. If he minutes to me, then he drop it in his table. Right, for dispatch clerks now we transport it to my own table.
Your superior minutes to you. So before you are giving responsibility, you are being minuted to before you are giving before you do the responsibility.
You see?
Yes or no? Just answer the
yes,
no.
Yes.
My Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He just told the court that he's being minuted to before responsibility is being assigned to him.
Very well.
Okay. So the letter, sorry, my Lord.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So after attending to those files, what do you do after?
After attending to, come again, I didn't hear you well.
After attending to any file that is submitted to you or any memo, what do? Do you return it back to your superior?
Yes, some of the files, I return it back to the superior.
You return to
Some, those ones that were to the return, I return it to the superior. While there are some that from my table, it's
okay.
lapses.
It's okay. Okay, you were dismissed from the institution because of the letter you wrote to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kogi State. Yes or no?
Yes.
Unauthorized. Because of the unauthorized letter you wrote to the Executive Governor of Kogi State.
No,
yes or no?
No. I was authorized to do so. I have the authority to do so.
I didn't get you.
I was authorized to do so.
But please, I want to have a copy of the letter of dismissal. Before the court. Sorry, madam.
Very well. What exhibit is that?
Okay, please have a look of a copy of the letter of dismissal. I read it to the court.
That's exhibit
I read
what?
it to the court.
That's exhibit what?
Yes, in the first.
That's exhibit number what, please?
Not exhibit.
They have no marked it. It's just letter of dismissal. Letter of dismissal.
Letter of dismissal.
Letter of dismissal.
Yes, my lord.
That's exhibit. That's exhibit S2. S2.
S2.
Yes.
Yes, please kindly read it to the court.
Obayori Esquire.
Yes, my
The
lord.
content of that letter is before the court. And
yes,
whatever he says cannot dispute what is written. No matter what he says in the box, cannot change what is contained in exhibit S2. So I see no reason why he has to waste the time of the court by reading it out.
My lord, we are very sorry. So I put it to you that you were dismissed from the institution because of the unauthorized letter you wrote to the Executive Governor of Kogi State. I put it to you.
You have said earlier I was not authorized. That is what I'm contesting against. That is why I'm here. I'm authorized to write such, and I've written several letters.
It's okay. It's okay. I want you to confirm to this court. Did you receive a query letter? Yes.
So which letter?
Query.
Yeah, yes, yes, I received a query letter.
Query letter.
Yes.
I confirm you received a query letter.
Go ahead.
Confirm to this court if you were given a letter of suspension.
Yes, I was given a
Learned
letter of
counsel.
suspension.
Learned counsel.
Yes,
the claimant, this is not in contention because the claimant has even front-loaded all these letters. So I wonder why you're asking these questions again. It's not in contention that he was given a query. It's not in contention that he was suspended.
Ask her, please.
So go ahead. Just go to areas you know that you need to clarify from the witness. That's all.
Ask her, please. My lord, please give me a copy of the exhibit. Of the exhibit. What is it? My Lord, on the exhibit that is handwritten.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Suleiman. In this exhibit, an instruction was given to you, say that you should pick a file. It was written, yes or no? It was a written instruction. It was a written instruction. Confirm to the court.
Yes, definitely. It's a written instruction.
Okay, it was a written instruction. So the letter you wrote to the Executive Governor of Kogi State on 9th May 2019, do you have the written instruction?
Point of correction. I did not write letter.
Wait, witness. You don't tell a lawyer point of correction.
Stop, please.
Sorry, ma.
It does not lie in your mouth to say that.
My lord, sorry, my lord.
Either you understand the question or not. You can ask learned counsel to repeat the question if you don't understand it. And if you do, you go ahead and answer it. Yes. Not by asking learned counsel that point of correction. What do you mean by that?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
So, Oba Area Esquire, go ahead. Ask the question again.
Yes, the letter you wrote to the Executive Governor of Kogi State on 9th May 2019, do you have the written instruction before you wrote the letter?
I did not write letter on 9th May 2019. You can see from the content of my query.
It's okay, you did not write letter, it's okay. My lord, the witness said he did not write any letter.
Your question was the letter you wrote to the Executive Governor of Kogi State on the 9th of
May 2019.
My lord, I wrote a letter on the 15th of May 2018.
My lord, he said he did not write any letter. It's okay, it's okay.
No, you said he didn't write. Listen. He said he didn't write. He said he didn't write any letter to the governor on the 9th of May.
Yes. Stop, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
My lord, that will be all for the witness. You don't have
to. Witness.
Yes,
what was your last salary before your dismissal?
August 2019.
How much? What was your last salary?
The amount I'm paid, 90,600. 96,000.
$96,000.
Yes, mom. Yes, sir. Like the cash I receive is my salary is 96,000.
No kobo.
There are some kobo on top which I cannot quote right now.
Very well. And you don't have anything on record about your salary?
Yeah, I have my bank statements with me.
Okay. Was this front loaded? Learned counsel. Is it part of the documents you tendered?
No.
But his salary per annum is stated on his last promotional letter.
And they have not accepted the promotion.
His salary.
What did you say? No, wait. Witness, what did you say about your promotion?
One funny thing with the school is that they have not affected all the promotions of the staff in the salary.
I don't understand. So you are still receiving your old salary. What the letter, the promotion letter dated 13th November 2017.
Yes, my lord.
And you said they have not affected your annual salary. Eh? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
That's okay. Any re-examination?
Name, Lord.
Is that all for the claimant?
That's all
Is
for
that
the
the
claimant.
case?
It shall be applied that the claimant will witness the discharge.
CW discharge claimant case is closed.
Ask all places.
What date for defense? Is there any date already for defense? You have another date?
26 January.
13th January.
No, 26, my lord.
26th January.
Yes, my lord. For this time.
Beloved, this matter was
adjourned for 2 consecutive days.
For today and tomorrow.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Well, let's go to 26th of January 2022.
Ask all places.
Case stands adjourned 26/1/2022 for definite defense.
Ask all places.
Scott, please.
Call the next case. The last one. Go ahead.
NICN LKJ 1519 1 Dangote Cement 1 2 Dangote Cement Project Limited 3 Lawal Mohammed Cement Transport Obadan Hadiza absent.
Parties in court.
Parties are absent, my lord.
Appearances.
None here, my lord.
Mr. Musa, are you not in this case? Mr. Musa, are you not? You are running away. Mr. Austin Oboni. Idigbe and Mr. Musa.
Yes,
I can't hear you.
On the last I just did, I was in the matter.
You were where?
I attended the matter on the last I just
Yes. So you are a counsel in this case. Go ahead and announce your appearance.
Pascal, please. Respectfully. E.M. Musa. Announce my parents.
Kneel for the claimant.
Kneel from the claimant. Kneel from the claimant.
Any letter from the claimant?
My Lord, while I was in court this morning, I draw principal in chamber.
You did what?
I drew my principal attention to this matter. And he informed me that the matter ought to be submitted for tomorrow.
Ought to be for tomorrow?
Yes, my Lord. Yes,
no.
And I even
it was adjourned to today. It was adjourned to today and tomorrow.
Oh.
And the claimant counsel was in court. Take another date.
I stop it. They are aware of tomorrow.
Sorry? You said? What did you say, Mr. Musa?
The said,
Lord, I said tomorrow is convenient for the party. It is also convenient for the court.
Well, take another date.
Stop me. What date?
What date, court registrar? 2 dates for definite hearing.
Let's do this.
26, 27.
Is it convenient?
Very well. I'm also going.
Case adjourned to 26th, 27th of January 2022 for definite hearing, that is commencement and conclusion of trial. Hearing notice to be served on the claimant's proof to be filed.
as court disease.
Is that all? I rise.